10 hour walking would be like an hour flight, right? Well, no, it wouldn't. No. It'd be
What
like
are
a
you
drive.
talking about?
A drive? I don't know. Something like that. I don't know. You fucking kilometers. Around a year ago, I moved 10 hours away due to my career. This is the first time in my life where I've been relatively long away from home, and I'm struggling a lot with homesickness. Since all of you guys have had to move away from where you guys grew up for jobs, how did you manage the homesickness? Did you get homesick at all? Did you eventually just get over it?
This is 10 hours away from home?
Yeah. Actually, I'll continue a little bit. For Vinny, did you always know that you were going to go back to New York? Or was there any sort of catalyst that drove you to go back there? I recently just returned from a trip home, and it made me really start to think about where I truly want to be and if the sacrifices for my career are worth it. So let's speak to that point first of all.
Did I ever know it?
Yeah. When did you move here? Right? How long were you?
2005, 2006.
Okay, so you were here for like 7 years or so, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think I always knew I'd probably go back to the East Coast at some point. All my family's there. I wasn't sure. You never know. Life takes you in really weird places sometimes. Enough where my, now wife moved out here. So I moved out here first, and then she kind of came out here to be like, you go out there. I am not moving my shit out there if, like, you're going to be back here in, like, 3 months. And then it was like, okay, I think we're staying out here for a bit. Did I get homesick? I'm very close with my family. I've got 2 brothers, and I'm close with my parents. We all grew up with cousins and everything, very close.
And they're all still kind of there?
Yep. My brother's got 4 kids. My other brother does not. But, my cousin's got kids and everything like that. So I didn't really get homesick until I had kids, and then I was like, not to bring us back to kids again, but until I had kids and was like, it was like my son's 2nd birthday or something like that, and like Max's 2nd birthday, and it's like my wife and I just kind of sitting on the couch, and like Max with like a cupcake with a candle in it, being like, like, all right, we want to do like, all right, we'll put Max to sleep, and then like, you want to have some wine or something, and it was like, boy, we got to figure this out. And then like Max's 3rd birthday was like, wow, like everybody's super loud. Like I had to go upstairs because it was too damn loud and lay in a bed, and like family was all there, and it's like, this is what I want for my kid. I think I want him to have family around and people around, and like I think the bigger thing was probably going to college, right? It was like your first experience being away from your family. I was so psyched. I've never really been a homesick kid, and I love my parents, and maybe it's because I have I call them whenever I want, and I call my brothers and stuff like that. And, my parents raised us to be very independent, right? Like maybe to a fault, I don't know, but it was very much like get your shit and get out. And I was like, okay, you got it. Like I remember like I had a month when I graduated college, like my dad looking at his watch, like, I'm giving you a month, and then the rent kicks in, so you can figure out what you're doing, but otherwise you're paying me or you're moving out. And it was like, and if I didn't have a job in that time, it would have just been broken fingers at that point. So they were very much like, like you're gonna support yourself and let's go. So I never really had like longing. Like when I went home, it was awesome. I'd go home, I'd relax, eat Chinese food, and like do the things I love. But it's always nice to have a home you feel like you can like relax. Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of like where I'm at. Like not really like that aching. Like, I want to get home. I've known people like that. Like, super uncomfortable.
Well, when I left for college, I actually went to college in my hometown. So by the time I left Waterford and I moved to Cork, which was only an hour away, I was fucking delighted to get out. Like I remember, like Leo, we talked about it on the previous podcast when my dad dropped me off. Was probably like the saddest moment of my entire life. It's a good sad moment to have. It's not too sad. Then moving to England was okay. I want to talk to you about when you moved away, because you went to college.
My college was only, hell, you went to Lawrence.
Yeah, it wasn't
that was a 30-minute drive from Kansas City.
Yeah, but it was far enough where you're not seeing them all the time as well.
Yeah, I wasn't driving back much because, I spent 18 years at home and everything. But, I was super close to my family, so any kind of holiday stuff or birthday stuff or, I'd go to Royals games with my dad, stuff like that. Like, I made it back quite a bit.
The thing that I feel about moving away is that I feel like I I didn't belong in Ireland anymore after a while. You seem very much like a Kansas boy. Like when you go home, you seem like you fit right the fuck back in. So do you feel like a fish out of water here? Are there aspects of life that you miss?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I'm so used to just kind of that blue collar Kansas thing. Again, my dad's a mailman. He worked in a grocery store growing up. My mom was a waitress when I was growing up. Just used to people just being kind of modest, hardworking, friendly. You know, like here, you know, like a whole door's open for people. And they don't even make eye contact. Where it's like in Kansas, like, you know, it's way more personable and everything. It's just, I don't know, it's a different breed out here. It's, you know, people are way, a lot of richer people, a lot of people that are really into like fashion and electronic music and stuff that like, what the fuck, who does
Electronic
that?
music
Yeah,
and
what are these?
fashion.
Yeah, what are these?
We all wear bags and listen to country.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I think that's how I think of Kansas when I think back of Kansas. Is like that. Just everyone's just blue collar. We're just gonna listen to Waylon Jennings and Led Zeppelin all day.
Do you ever feel homesick? Do you ever feel like you want to be back there?
Yeah, it's just you go with what you're used to, and you know what I grew up with. That everything about living out there is different. You drive everywhere, you know. The people are different. I think it's a family thing for me. If my family was not there, you know, when I go back to Kansas City, you know, it's very kind of conservative and samey and very, you know, Christian and everything. And like that's fine for everyone. It's just not my thing, really. You know, it's. So I think my idea of Kansas is just kind of based on this idealistic, like American upbringing. You know, hanging out at the grocery store, Reichert's Market, and like we knew everyone in town, and just everyone. I don't know. Just,
Wait, the name of the grocery store is called Reichert's Market?
It was called Reichert's Market. Yeah,
like coincidentally?
No, it was run every like member of my family worked there.
Oh no, kidding.
For like 100 damn years or something.
Wait,
and
really?
Then, and then once like Walmart and stuff came into town,
It's
in like
gone now,
'94
right?
it closed down. Yeah, well, we still own the building, so the back, if you go to Flum and